We're the middle children of history, man. No purpose or place. We have no Great War, no Great Depression. Our Great War is a spiritual war. Our Great Depression is our lives.
What up? I'm back in New York. I've been back up here for about a year. It's May 2024. Almost June. We'll be June like next week or something. So a lot's happened since I've been back up here. It's quite a lot to get into, but we're just gonna go ahead and jump to the one of the biggest developments, which is that I've started playing drums again. Now, one of the things about me and my life, or whatever, how I got started with music, was that my dad taught me how to play drums as a young kid. He started teaching me, and just as I started getting the hang of it, he sold the kit so that he could buy a truck to go to work. And so when he did that, I just sort of pivoted. There were other instruments around. My great grandma at the time played piano in the church, so I think I took a few lessons from her, and then somehow found my way to one of the guitars that was somewhere around in the house. So that was my introduction to musicianship, though, was that. And steadily throughout my life, like, I had a buddy of mine that played drums a lot in high school, and I picked up little bits from him over time. And then I had a kit about, we're 2024, just a little under 10 years ago, like 9 years ago or something. I had a kit in an apartment that I was living in, and it was cool. I kind of, as I was starting to get the hang of it, what sort of happens, I had to move out, and it's just what's sort of like an ongoing issue, right? And it's actually one of the hardest things about playing drums is being able to practice. Like, you don't just magically get good at playing an instrument, right? Even if you're like have some kind of inclination toward it or whatever, you still have to put your time in practicing and learning the instrument. But the thing is that drums are loud, and even a good drummer is loud and can be kind of annoying when the rest of the band, when it's just the drummer sitting there, playing the same beats and rudiments and fills and stuff over and over, and not having the actual band there. It just sounds like beats, beat, bop, 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 bop. Like, so even a good drummer, it can kind of get, so when you take somebody that doesn't know how to play at all and you put them on a drum kit, that can be kind of annoying to the public, and that's understandable. But there's really not a lot of places for kids to just go, even adults, to just go play, drums, because they're loud, And a part of the reason for that too is that, like, the rent of everything is so high anymore. When I graduated high school, dude, I rented an apartment like a half hour from here, a room in an apartment for $300. And I don't even think I had bills included with it. I might have had like a $40 or like a $30 or something that I had to chime in with toward the electric or something. And that was it. Of course, I had my car bills, like my insurance or whatever, and my gas and phone bill. Like, obviously that shit was different, but in terms of the apartment itself, no, yeah, it was. And then within 2 years, the whole housing 2008 thing happened, and then suddenly it was like the price of rent doubled everywhere, and everybody acted like nothing happened, like it was normal, and then it never went back to normal. And then the 2000 thing happens, and it does it again, and everybody tries to act like, well, this is new normal. And it's like, new normal? How about getting back to the motherfucking normal 2 normals ago? How about we go back to fucking sanity? No, not in America. So anyway, I don't want to get too off on a tangent about that. Other than to kind of get to what I was, I guess, trying to point to, which is that now, compared to in the past, there is a place here where I can consistently practice playing drums and getting better at them, so that I could feasibly record drums on my own music, which would actually then put me in a position now versus where I was 10 years ago of being able to play all of the instruments on well, I wouldn't say I can do it right now on all of the songs I've written, right? But that's kind of the idea of where we're going, is being able to start to finish, write a song, play it on all the instruments that it would be on, theoretically, or at least, drums, bass, keys, guitar, whatever, vocals, and record it to where then I could bring it to a drummer. Even if I wasn't going to be the final drummer on it, I could bring the developed idea to other people in the round and work with the ideas on them. Work with them on the ideas. So to work with them on the ideas. So that's kind of what the idea is with me playing drums and becoming a better drummer. It does cost a little bit of time to rent the room to practice drums. So there's that, but I think it's worth the investment. I think it'll round out my musical skill set pretty well to where, like I said, I'll be able to take a raw idea in my head and bring it to life. And then also, I would potentially be able to play in other bands as a drummer. I already have played in bands playing guitar and bass, so I'm sure with enough skill development I would be able to play for other bands as a drummer. That would be kind of the idea, or some of the idea anyway, right? Potentially. So that's what's going on with that. Drums are a pretty physical instrument, so I'm in order to stick with this, what I'm finding in life is, in general, it helps if I take things seriously. How you do one thing is how you do everything. And so it's kind of helping me to reinvent myself again. I've reinvented myself like 12 different times in the last 5 years. But this one is helping me to sort of like bring it all full circle, I guess. So I'm documenting those changes. Technically, today was day one of going back to the gym. I think it's May 22nd. So we're documenting in order to try to keep myself on track, focused, and accountable. So that is what it is. We'll catch you later.